Social Gloves is bankrupt, which is cap. It's false. It's not true. Everyone that was at the event knows that there was probably like 20,000 people there. Just at the gate alone, we probably made $3 or $4 million.
If you've been following all of the Austin McBroom drama surrounding the TikTokers versus YouTubers event, then you'll know that accusations of bankruptcy were hurled his way. It was revealed that he was the one behind the promotional company called Social Gloves that put on the event, and when fighters did not receive their pay, Austin was blasted online. Well, now he has finally spoken out hoping to clear his name in all of this, and I'm going to get into all those details in just a moment, but first, if you could do us a big favor and please tap that like button, we'd really appreciate it. And with that out of the way, let's begin. Despite the event being hugely popular, in the weeks following, we learned that many people who had taken part in the night had not been paid. Fighters like Vinny Hacker and even Austin's main event opponent Bryce Hall all said that they had not been compensated, even though they had contributed to hyping the event up. During an interview with the paparazzi, Austin finally responded to the ongoing situation and exposed the real people that were to blame for the fighters not getting paid. First and foremost, he acknowledges that he started a lawsuit with a company called Live by Live. He also denied the claims that his company called Social Gloves had gone bankrupt over the whole thing, adding that he believes they made $3 to $4 million from just in-person attendance alone. What was shocking here though was that Austin said Live by Live was withholding funds, which meant that even he hasn't received any payment for the event. Austin seemed pretty insistent on letting the paparazzi know that Social Gloves was merely the promotion arm of the event and that Live by Live was their partner in the streaming end of things, which is definitely where most of the money would have been made to pay these fighters for their hard work. Austin also reiterated that no one really knows how many pay-per-view sales that they did, but rumor has it was anywhere from 100K to 2 million. In this clip caught by the Hollywood Fix, they also have Austin on record saying that fighters would be paid before the next event. I'm assuming to avoid another mess like this. He goes on to say, "It's unfortunate because all these fighters deserve what they're owed. Everyone worked their asses off, every fighter including myself. We worked our asses off for the last 3 or 4 months. And for Live by Live to hold on to the funds and act like the event wasn't a success, and the crazy thing is, they're gonna act like the numbers were low, but now they're jacking my idea and doing their own event in the next 2 months. That doesn't make any sense to me." On top of all this, Austin also went on to allege that Live by Live tried to claim that their UK sales were only around 5,000 pay-per-view buys, which doesn't make any sense considering the large-scale audience of the UK creators that were involved in the big night. What's sad here though is that these fighters will continue to have to wait until this legal mess is resolved, which must be extremely frustrating, but in my opinion, it's a lesson well learned. Always get paid up front, especially for something like this. That kind of payment after the event should even be on the table as an offer. Now, what many people are saying that don't really care for Austin is that this is his way of deflecting blame from himself, which he has done in the past. One person commented on the video of him explaining all of this and made a very valid point. Samantha writes, "How many business partners has Austin partnered with, and coincidentally after their fans/events are scammed, he blames the partner. Clearly there is a common denominator here, and it's not every business partner that they work with." Plus, I saw a lot of comments suggesting that even this paparazzi video seemed planned. Austin has been dragged online by all these massive creators for not paying them, and the way he walked out to do this interview just looked like he had called them ahead of time. It felt like some sort of weird press conference in front of a restaurant. Either way though, we would love to hear your thoughts on all of this, so don't forget to drop us a comment down below. And while you do that, I'm going to check out some of your comments from the video titled "Camille Cabello Denies Blackface Allegations." Jordy G says, "That's a reach, people need to chill." Yeah, it definitely was a little bit of a reach. Melanie Rollins says, "Man, are people kidding? That's not blackface. The mockery of the over-the-top tan is funny and pretty accurate of what some people looked like in the 80s. People are turning into social justice warriors with completely innocent intentions." I feel like people just want the clicks now. They see that there's some sort of outrage and they're like, oh, if I jump on this and I'm also mad, I'm gonna get like 100 likes and like 200 retweets. I honestly feel like that's what it's becoming. It's just a slow snowballing effect of social justice warriors. Tisha McDonald says, "Being a POC and looking with my POC eyes looks like a white man with a terrible tan." You are correct. RJane17 says, "I refuse to acknowledge this cancellation because it's absolutely asinine and unnecessary. Leave her alone." Good use of the word asinine. David Robinson says, "Y'all ain't seen blackface. When you see it, there's no doubt this is nothing at all." Yeah, when you see real blackface, like Ted Danson blackface, yeah, this is nothing. Trust us. But guys, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy, YouTube, or at least try. You hear this? Yeah, I need an alignment. Despite the event being hugely popular, in the weeks following we learned that... Sorry, let me take that again. Despite the event being hugely popular, in the weeks following we learned that... My God. Third time's a charm. Fourth time? Fourth time. Rumor has it was somewhere... My God. I'm assuming to... Why? I can't talk today, Chris.
Yeah, back on it.
Back it, man. Now what many people are saying that I don't